Good afternoon and welcome to the Arlington boys soccer game between the Arlington Spy Ponders and the Lexington High School Varsity. It's a beautiful September 27th afternoon. At this point, both teams come in here with, I believe, 5 wins and 1 loss. Arlington lost 1-0 to Belmont, and Lexington lost 3-1 to Winchester. These two teams are very familiar with one another. The boys on both teams, the seniors in particular, have played each other many times over the years in town soccer, indoor soccer, and of course high school soccer. Lexington started with the ball. Arlington tries to go the other way. Arlington continues to play a 4-3-3 formation. 4 defensive backs are Clint Garahan, Adrian Black in the middle, number 23, with Max McCursey, number 24. And on right, Peter Mitri, number 2. Clint Garahan is number 3. In the middle, it's Lloyd Cleary right there on the ball, number 13. Another strong tackle by Lloyd Cleary. Number 4 there with the ball, Mustafa, and number 17, that's Mustafa Ayad. And number 17 with the strong ball forward there, Tommaso Valagusa. Up front, Miles Lehman just sent the ball. He's the left winger to the right winger, Phineas Santello. Phineas has the ball. Passes it to Lloyd Cleary. Mustafa Ayad tries to control in the middle. A strong tackle by Mustafa. He looks to get it forward to Phineas Santello. Phineas looks to cross into the middle. He was looking for the final member of the starting crew for Arlington, Francesco Valagusa, number 11. Phineas Santello there at the ball is number 8, and Miles Lehman is number 6. Phineas on the throw-in, looking for Francesco to flick it forward. Lexington gets a foot on it, sends it out. Lloyd Cleary looks to get it forward with a header. Clint Garahan there on the ball. Clint shows good speed, getting back. Lexington looks to play it into the middle. Intercepted by Lloyd Cleary and Tommaso Valagusa, but Lexington now has it back. That may be a foul call, and it was. Lexington with the free kick here. He's looking long at this point, trying to gauge best place to send it. Long ball, and the keeper, Ben Wasco, goes up for it, doesn't quite corral it immediately, but then with some strong help there from Tommaso Valagusa, able to get it back in his hands. Ball bouncing around the middle after the punt. Miles Lehman blocks the attempt by the Lexington defender to get out of the back. Now played forward. Lloyd Cleary, good tackle, gets it up to Francesco Valagusa. Francesco to Miles Lehman. Sorry, to Mustafa Ayad. Mustafa looking for Phineas Santello there. Phineas not able to keep the ball in. Quick throw in. Challenged by Arlington. And touched out of bounds for a goal kick for Lexington. Lexington looks to turn. Phineas Santello's taking it. And we'll have a throw in here. Looks quickly to see if anybody's cutting. He sees Francesco Valagusa, not able to hit him. Peter Mitri comes up with a strong challenge. Stays on the ball and has earned a throw in for Arlington. Arlington might benefit from getting more men into the center there. Looks like Phineas is looking to throw it in, but doesn't really have too many targets. There's 3 white shirts, and I see 5, 6 blue shirts. Tommaso Valagusa now comes up a little bit. Lloyd Cleary on the edge of the box. Ball's thrown in. Bounces around. Mustafa Ayad with the left-footed attempt on the half volley. Puts it high. Lexington goal kick not quite going to half field. Peter Mitri sends it forward to Miles Lehman, not able to get in there. The keeper, who is out of the net on the ball. Lexington keeper looks for a ground kick, sends it up the middle. Tommaso Valagusa gets it and has one. From there, that could have gone in. Fans of Arlington soccer will remember in the last game that Arlington played against Woburn High School, Tommaso hit a 35-yard free kick to even the score at the time, 1-1 in a game that Arlington then went on to win 3-1. Keeper for Lexington did a nice job to keep that one out of the net. Arlington tried a set play, did not quite work out for them. Peter Mitri looks to contain. Lexington has the ball and is attacking. Lexington gets it out to the edge. Phineas Santello comes back to help out. And Arlington now has a throw-in. Phineas Santello looks to switch fields with a long throw-in. And quickly gains 30 yards as Lexington heads it out. Phineas has the ball again. Once again tries to get it forward quickly. Looking for Francesco Valagusa, who turns the corner nicely there. Looks to get the ball off, and it will be another throw-in for Arlington. Tommaso Valagusa comes up from his midfield position into the box. Arlington has a few more numbers there. It looks like Lexington has dropped 9, almost 10 into the box, trying to defend. This could be a corner kick, and indeed it is. Number 24, Max McCursey, comes up from his defensive position, looking to sneak in the back. Mustafa Ayad with the ball, has a strong foot. Miles Lehman's ready for it, has a try at the full volley, and puts it over the top of the net. Free kick for Lexington. Tommaso Valagusa controls it nicely to Mustafa Ayad. Back to Tommaso. Looking for Miles Lehman. Miles almost on the ball there. Lexington attacks up their right side. Clint Garahan decides to send it long. Gives Arlington a chance to reset. Good tackling here by Arlington. Strong tackle. Good teamwork there between Clint Garahan and Mustafa Ayad to stop the Lexington attack. Phineas Santello on the ball here, forward to Francesco Valagusa. Lexington controls. Lloyd Cleary up to Phineas Santello, though. Phineas looks to get the ball off to Francesco Valagusa. He'll have a half. Almost gets it in. Miles Lehman puts it into the side of the net. Miles has had a couple of chances here. That one was very close. Good work by Francesco Valagusa to get a shot off. Miles did not have an ideal angle. Tried his best to get the bouncing ball in with his left foot, put it into the side of the net. Lexington elects to kick the ball out sideways on the goal kick. Manages to get it to half field. Looking for a through ball here. This is going to be a foot race. Ben Wasco has shown that he's very good at going low for the ball. Does so there. Ball's touched forward. Phineas Santello runs with it. Lexington gang tackles there. Able to take the ball away. Some strong tackling. Lexington maintains control around midfield. Miles Lehman rushes here. Lexington passes along the back line, looking for a place to get it forward. Not able to get it past Tommaso Valagusa there. Francesco Valagusa touches it forward. Stays on the ball. Tries to find an angle. Lexington looks to send it long. Tommaso Valagusa is knocked over. I believe continuation was called there. Yeah, apparently no call. This looks like it could go out of bounds. It's going to stay in. A lot of spin on that punt. Nice leap by Clint Garahan. Miles Lehman. Strong efforts there. Lexington throws the ball in. Looks to send it long. Adrian Black on the ball. Ben Wasco comes out to pick it up. And the Lexington player gets a warning for running into Ben Wasco, the keeper. Call was made there for a foul. Ben Wasco will take a kick. Up in the air to Tommaso, over to Lloyd Cleary. Off a Lexington player. Back to Tommaso. Cuts it back the other way. And then chips it forward to Miles Lehman. Miles Lehman on the run here. Miles has had some chances. Gets that one between the legs of the Lexington player. Hits a low ball. I think that's 3 now that Miles would be glad to have another attempt at. Some good work there by Miles. He's getting his shots, that's for sure. Clint Garahan there has the ball, controls it. Up to Mustafa. Lexington picks it up. Lloyd Cleary looking to contain. Lexington still has the ball. Lloyd Cleary rushes back. Clint Garahan with a step. Mustafa Ayad to Tommaso Valagusa. Up to Phineas Santello. Phineas looking for running room. Tries to get it up and does to Francesco Valagusa. Francesco is a sophomore. Starting at the striker position. His brother Tommaso, a senior, co-captain, is a center midfielder. Lloyd Cleary looks for Phineas Santello. Phineas back to the middle. Lexington intercepts, but Tommaso doesn't let that stand. Back to Peter Mitri. Peter looks to send it long. No one was there. Long ball by the keeper. Clint Garahan gets it up nicely to Mustafa. Mustafa to Tommaso. A little too bouncy, not able to control. Lexington gets it out wide. Peter Mitri contains. Lexington elects to send it backwards. Looking for an angle in. Arlington defense has successfully maintained its shape. Lexington has been very patient looking for ways in. Hasn't found too many clear windows. And is electing not to force it. Arlington gets it to Francesco. Francesco to Miles Lehman. Miles looks forward to Tommaso. Just a little too far out. Ball up in the air. Mustafa Ayad on it. Clint Garahan to challenge. Nicely done by Clint Garahan. Throw in for Clint. Strong play there. Good tackle. Managed to earn a throw in for Arlington. He'll have another throw in here as that ball is also out of bounds. Francesco to Mustafa to Miles. Some good strong passing here in the middle. Mustafa looks to chip it over to Francesco. Not quite able to make that work. Some good soccer creativity. Miles Lehman. Two people on him. Hits it off the hand of one of the Lexington players. Not called. I believe the ref saw that as an unintentional hand. Miles Lehman strong. Looks to chip it over to Francesco Valagusa. He touches it up in the air. And that just misses the net. That would have been a heck of a goal had he been able to touch that left-footed ball up over the keeper as he did and into the net. Arlington's had some chances here in the early going. Approximately 17 minutes gone. Looks like Lexington's getting ready to bring in some subs. Arlington so far has not chosen to use a reserve or substitute. Ball up to Phineas Santello. He's got some speed. He's got the ball, being challenged, and will get a throw-in. Phineas, big throw-in here. Gets it to Lexington players. Lloyd Cleary tries for a big kick, and that'll be a goal kick. This goal kick makes it over half field. Big ball forward. Adrian Black challenges. And at this point, is looking to get it out of bounds. Peter Mitri comes back and makes sure that is indeed where the ball goes. Arlington brings a few players back to help out. They look to contain Lexington. I'll let them get a shot off. Lexington does indeed get a shot off. Ben Wasco had it lined up, went down for it, and made the save. Adrian Black, nice move there. Gets the ball up to Mustafa Ayad. Mustafa's getting a push in the back, and that is indeed called. Lexington player makes an attempt at looking incredulous. Miles looks to get it up to the area where Lloyd Cleary is. Peter Mitri with the ball. Showing great balance even though he's down. Is back up real quickly. Continues to challenge. Arlington putting pressure. Lloyd Cleary on the ball there. Adrian Black steps to it. Peter Mitri now back in position, gets to the ball. Phineas Santello sends it over, looking for Miles Lehman. Has the ball. Miles has been open a lot here on the backside. And Tommaso Valagusa does strong work getting back to the ball. And Clint Garahan looks to send it out. Mustafa Ayad heads the bouncing ball. Gets back, puts some pressure on. Dimitri, another great tackle. Gets the ball up to Phineas. Phineas looks to get a through ball, just misses Francesco Valagusa. Lexington looks to get the ball out quickly. That chip forward is going to be out of bounds. Arlington will have a throw in. Coming in at forward right now, Dylan Braveman. Francesco Valagusa will take a break. Lexington has also begun substituting. Dylan Braveman on the ball, turns, and earns a throw in for Arlington. Miles Lehman has it. We'll have to hold up. Looks like Andreas Cuellar, number 1, is coming in for Lloyd Cleary. And Lloyd gets a hand as he leaves. Clint Garahan looks for Dylan Braveman. He's able to flick it forward. Lexington elects to clear the ball. Adrian Black puts pressure on it. Andreas Cuellar sends it backwards to Max McCursey. Max McCursey looks for Dylan Braveman. Lexington controls now. Looks to go the other way. Finds a man in the middle. Looks to the sides. Lexington threatening here. And Adrian Black does the wise thing and sends it out of bounds, allowing Arlington a chance to reset. And big kick there from about 27 yards out, up and over the back. Goal kick for Arlington. Approximately 22 minutes gone in the first half, no score. Andreas Cuellar able to flick it forward to Dylan Braveman. Tommaso Valagusa challenges, giving it just enough to get it to Tommaso. Sorry, to Clint Garahan, then to Tommaso. Tommaso does his best effort. Phineas Santello steps to it. Now has some room. Uses his strength. Lexington kicks it out of bounds. Phineas looks to send it long. Apparently it was touched out by Dylan Braveman. Number 10, Dylan Braveman. Lexington gets the ball. They're going the other way. And Adrian Black sends it out of bounds. Thrown by Lexington. Goes back to the thrower. And that will be a corner kick for Lexington. Lexington with the corner kick. They look to play it short. Back to the kicker. Arlington looks to contain. Lexington has it in front. Bobbled around in the box and kicked out of bounds. Now coming into the game, number 25, Tiago Gomes. For center midfielder, Mustafa Ayad. Ball bouncing around up in the air. It'll be a foot race, but it bounces into the hands of the Lexington keeper. Clint Garahan on the ball. Andreas Cuellar touches it out of bounds, throwing for Lexington. Lexington looks to throw short. Tommaso Valagusa looks to put some pressure on and poke tackles it out of bounds. Another throw in for Lexington. Tiago Gomes looks to switch the field. Phineas Santello looks to control. Cuts the ball back. And that will be a corner kick. Lexington plays it short, but a whistle blows. They'll have to send that back. Tiago Gomes moves out to cover the short kick. Lexington will probably like to send it in. They do. And that one goes over the top. Lexington player got his head on it, but was not able to knock it downward. Lexington still with the ball. Andreas Cuellar with the challenge. Clint Garahan tries to contain. That ball is flicked into the side of the net by Lexington. Lexington increasing the pressure now. Ball bounces around. Lexington doing a good job of communicating, telling players where to send the ball. This is a good effort. Dylan Braven now has an attempt. Tries to cut it back to his right foot where he's more comfortable. And Lexington keeper gets that one. Good ball through. It shows you the advantage of having 2 feet that you can trust. Dylan tried to get it to his right foot, which he prefers, and that gave the keeper enough time to make the save. Long ball forward by Lexington. They look to control, but are not able to before it goes out of bounds. Clint Garahan on the ball, tries to get it back to Adrian Black and is not able to. Personally, I'm always a fan of making those throws from deep in your defensive end as forward as possible rather than risking losing it short. No harm, no foul as Adrian Black gets it out there looking for Dylan Braveman. Dylan looks to challenge here and gets the Lexington player to kick it out of bounds. Peter Mitri has the throw in. Looks for number 14, Griffin Blosh, who has come in on the right wing side for Phineas Santello. Here, Max McCursey makes a strong defensive play. Adrian Black gets the ball up to Griffin Blosh. Lexington sends the ball in. Clint Garahan controls. Call there against Lexington. Max McCursey sends it out. Looks to get it to Andreas Cuellar just over his head. Tiago Gomes gets it up to Griffin Blosh. Adrian Black looks to contain here. Stays strong. Lexington cuts it back. Still looking for an angle to get it in. Clint Garahan sends it out. And Lexington has a take right in front, but hits it wide. After a little bit of difficulty there, Arlington gets the ball out of their end. Ball is spending a fair amount of time in the air today. Lexington may have a slight advantage on possession as they pass along their back line more than Arlington does. Neither team has had strong possession in the offensive end. Great tackle there by Peter Mitri. Lexington takes the ball away. Arlington hustles back. It's a man wide. Lexington may or may not find him. And Adrian Black again looks to contain. Griffin Blosh looks to get the ball out of bounds. Throw in there. Awarded to Arlington. Coming back into the game now is Lloyd Cleary, number 13. And Phineas Santello, number 8. Phineas looks to switch the field position. Long throw forward to Dylan Braveman. Lexington player makes an acrobatic play to get the ball continually going forward. This ought to be a foot race. Ben Wasco is there and picks it up. Ben looks back to the middle. He has a strong punt and uses it. Lexington, strong header. Ball chipped forward to the Lexington player. He misses the half volley. Clint Garahan sends this one out. Dylan Braven looks to flick it forward to Phineas Santello. Dylan stays on it. Two people tackling him. He's not able to control it. This ball's passed forward and out of bounds by Lexington. Mustafa Ayad's coming back in the game now for Tiago Gomes. I believe Arlington has its entire starting rotation in. Mustafa Ayad is hitting the back. And he will be called for not letting the ball settle before he kicked it as he saw Miles Lehman rushing forward and wanted to take advantage of that situation. Ball's passed forward to Phineas Santello. Phineas looks to cross the ball in. Bouncing ball to Miles Lehman. Miles sees Max McCursey. Max McCursey challenged by Lexington. Miles Lehman hustles back. Adrian Black there on the ball. Ben Wasco here touches the ball out. And Clint Garahan does a great job of keeping it inbounds and sending it forward. Lloyd Cleary now at the ball. Looked for Miles Lehman, was not able to get it there. Strong tackling by Arlington, and that'll be a throw-in for Arlington. Lexington looks to control in the back line. Lloyd Cleary has it. Looks to send it more forward to Dylan Braveman. Dylan does a fine job here of fighting for possession. That's definitely been an important part of Dylan's game this year. Max McCursey leaps. Clint Garahan stays on the ball. Lloyd Cleary decides to send it out of bounds. No, actually kept in by Miles Lehman. And strong tackle there by Lexington, who keeps the ball in as well and tries to go the other way. Lloyd Cleary gets it forward to Miles Lehman. That call was against Miles. That call was against Miles Lehman, apparently for pushing. He disagrees with the call. Mustafa Ayad comes over as a peacemaker. Lexington does get a free kick. Big ball up and in. Ben Wasco dribbles it down, controls it. Big kick. Dylan Braveman looks to get to the ball. Phineas Santello back heels it up to Dylan. Dylan looks to send it to Phineas. Phineas tries to use his speed to get it forward. He does, sends the ball sideways and over the net. I don't think it's a throw-in. Phineas looks for Dylan Braveman going long. Dylan cuts the ball back. Lexington controls it and passes it out of bounds. That'll be another throw-in for Arlington. Big throw-in to Dylan. Dylan flicks it on. Lexington kicks it out. Peter Mitri heads it back in, looking for Miles Lehman. And Miles Lehman able to get it off the Lexington player. Smart play. Gets the ball, sees a cutting Mustafa Ayad. Mustafa turns the corner and gets a shot off. Goalie picks it up. Big punt by the keeper. Max McCursey looks to contain. Peter Mitri comes back to help. Lexington player looks for help. Adrian Black, strong work there to get it out. Dylan Braveman, back to Mustafa Ayad. Dylan looks for Phineas. Phineas Santello has it, looks for Mustafa. Mustafa stays with the ball. Finds Dylan. Ball's touched forward. Lexington controls now. Has it in the middle, but Tommaso Valagusa intercepts and just behind Miles Lehman. Thrown by Lexington. Touch there to their own player was well done. But Arlington controlled it initially. Now this one is likely to go out of bounds on this field. And it does. That'll be a goal kick. Under 2 minutes left in the first half. At this point, no score. Tommaso Valagusa off the goal kick, and that's the half. Arlington will have the ball as we begin the second half. Score here between the Arlington boys varsity and the Lexington boys varsity is 0-0. This is a production of ACMI Sports. I'm Mark Santello. Your camera person today is Ahmed Ayad. Arlington loses the ball midfield. Lexington controls, passes back. Mustafa Ayad challenges, and it will be a throw-in for Lexington. Headed out of bounds by Lloyd Cleary. That ball touched forward. Adrian Black challenges. Peter Mitri looks to get it out. Lexington controls. Looks to cut it back. Poke tackle there by Lloyd Cleary. This ball still dangerous. Max McCursey now looks to contain so that there's not an easy cross allowed in. Lexington player does get it off with his left foot. Andreas Cuellar starts the second half in place of Tommaso Valagusa in the middle. He got a head on it, but at this point, Lexington maintains the ball. Adrian Black on the ball now. Still, Arlington not able to get a solid clear. Get the ball out of bounds. Dangerous here. Arlington gets it out to Phineas Santello. Phineas gets it up to Francesco Valagusa.
Let's go, Arlington! Let's pick it up, Arlington!
Long throw in there. Off Francesco Valagusa. Lexington sends it long. And Dylan Braveman elects to send it to the trees. Lexington puts it back in quickly. Miles Lehman challenging, but Lexington able to move it forward. Lexington has certainly come out here in the second half with a more controlled offense and what looks like more energy than Arlington. Lexington takes a shot there, but it goes harmlessly out of bounds. This game is shaping up as one that the first team to get a score is going to have a lot of momentum on their side. Max McCursey sends it out. Andreas Cuellar looks to hit Phineas Santello. Phineas touches it back to Peter Mitri. Lexington threatens, but that ball is going to be out of bounds for a goal kick. This will be a throw-in for Arlington. Lexington controls in their offensive half. Peter Mitri looks to get the ball out. Lexington threatens here. Lloyd Cleary looks to slow down the attack. Mustafa Ayad looks to help out. That will be a call. It's going to be called for getting the player before getting the ball. Looks like the ref is going to give him a warning here. Mustafa Ayad is a player who is not afraid to go in for a tackle. He and Lloyd Cleary, two of the toughest center mids you'd ever want to have on your team. Not known for trying to injure other players. Tricky shot, and Lexington gets the ball into the nets. Good job of sending the ball forward there by Lexington. Player got their head on it. No chance for keeper Ben Wasco to keep that out of the net.
Go Arlington! You're the better team, Arlington. Let's show it.
Energy!
Arlington has the ball, and they're back against the wall. Are they going to be able to pick up their energy? We're going to see. Santello has the ball forward to Lloyd Cleary. Not able to receive the give and go pass. Some challenge there by Santello. Pushes one player over. Max McCursey sends the ball forward to Andreas Cuellar. Adrian Black does a nice job of controlling the ball. Sends it forward to Andreas Cuellar. Francesco heads out to try and receive that one, but it does reach the Lexington keeper. It's going to be interesting to see whether Arlington can respond here and control the ball. At this point, it looks like Lexington is the stronger team. Their attack looking much stronger. That ball put out over the top. But Lexington is going through the middle of the field here a little bit more easily than they were able to when Tommaso Valagusa was in the game. It looks like Tommaso is on the sideline getting ready to come back in. Tommaso had a heck of a game against Woburn, 2 goals and 1 assist. Peter Mitri with the ball, up to Max McCursey. Max McCursey looks for Andreas Cuellar. Lexington intercepts. Lexington's passing, getting the ball in the center of the field more easily than Arlington. And get the shot off again.
Push up!
Ben Wasco able to see that one. Ball's popping around.
Win the ball.
And this ball should go out of bounds. Lexington definitely having an easier time than Arlington by far of controlling the ball and moving it around. At this point, Tommaso Valagusa is going to come back into the game. He acts as the field general in many ways for Arlington. Let's see if he's able to help Arlington start a more effective attack. Already, Tommaso's on the ball, gets it up to Mustafa Ayad. Lexington sends it out of bounds. Francesco Valagusa looks to keep it in the Lexington half. Lexington under pressure, kicks it out of bounds. Mustafa Ayad continues to control the ball. Lloyd Cleary has the ball in the middle. Gets it over to Peter Michi. Nice one-touch passing there by Lexington. Clint Garahan looks to contain. Lexington has the ball in the box. Arlington needs to be careful here not to foul. And Lloyd Cleary sends it out of bounds.
Let's go, Arlington!
Let's get forward! That's it, Mustafa!
Nice job by Mustafa to try and get that ball forward to Phineas Santello. Miles Lehman now has it. Looking to make a move towards the box. Not able to control it. Ball's up in the air.
Win it!
And a foul called on the other side. Apparently against Mustafa Ayad. Not sure what the foul was. Possibly a high foot.
All right, good energy, Arlington! That's better, Arlington, more of that!
Foul called against Arlington as Miles Lehman was looking to cut that ball back for a cross.
Win it and put it back in the frame.
Also Valagusa challenges there. Looks to break up the tackle. Lexington looks to play a through ball. Nobody behind the Lexington player, fortunately, and Ben Wasco scoops it up. Arlington about to punt it. Miles Lehman's on the ball. And Arlington, no, I believe Lexington will have a throw-in. Approximately 15 and a half minutes gone in the first half. Lexington leads 1-0. Arlington's energy level has been rather low. Lexington is a strong team, very sound fundamentals, and a low energy level is not going to do the job. That ball off the post, and Ben Wasco fortunately able to stop it there. The second half so far has been all Lexington. Big ball comes in, played up in the air. Lexington looks to play the long ball. Headed, Adrian Black stays on it. Lexington player still controls it. Looks to get to the corner and keep it in. He does. Ben Wasco does a nice job. Ben Wasco looking to punt right now. Looking for players who might want to receive the ball. Arlington players would do well to turn and face him a little bit more. See where the ball is coming in. Lexington keeper. That ball went so far. Was the first person to touch it after the punt by Ben Wasco. Lloyd Cleary does a nice job getting the ball there. Francesco Valagusa. Oh, ball's up for Lloyd Cleary. He's called offsides. That ball headed out of bounds by Max McCursey. Arlington did show a little bit more energy there, but they're going to have to do more than that if they want to get a goal. In the first half, they did have some success going up their left side to Miles Lehman. He got some shots off, was not able to put any of them home. Lexington looks to go up the left side. Big throw in by Clint Garahan. Looks for Francesco Valagusa. Ball knocked out of bounds by Lexington. No, call actually goes for Lexington. They have the throw in. Their captain, number 10. I believe his name is Alfred. Not sure what the last name is. Sends the ball backwards. Lexington gets the ball going the other way. Big kick in, but that should go out of bounds for a goal kick, and it does. 20 minutes left. Dylan Braveman comes in for Francesco Valagusa. Emmett Foster is in now for the first time in this game. Number 16 on the far side at left wing. He came in for Miles Lehman. Andreas Cuellar back in the game. for Mustafa Ayad. Dylan Braveman had the ball there. Lexington passes along the back line. They will not be in a hurry to attack. That's not their style. They will be judicious. And this is a game that Arlington, if they want it, they're going to have to go take it. Because they're down 1-0. Push called against number 15 for Lexington. Arlington moving very slowly forward. They have the free kick here. And they pull it down. Clint Garahan has the ball. He's trying to rush forward. Arlington heading forward. Is there anybody at the back post? There isn't. Santello looks to get a shot off. He finally does, but was not able to get much foot on it. Tomasa Valagusa in the middle. Looked to send it long. Blocked by a Lexington player. Peter Mitri, nice steal. Puts the ball forward. Santello has it. Looks to turn it into the box. Does get a cross off. Looking for Dylan Braveman. Dylan controls it in the far corner. And knocked off of a Lexington player for a throw-in. Ball again comes in. Arlington controls. Lloyd Cleary looks to send it in. Clint Garahan does a nice job there to turn the ball, get it out. Lexington threatens. Adrian Black contains in the corner as best as he can. They look to turn. They do get around the corner, but that ball was out of bounds, and it will be a goal kick for Arlington. Miles Lehman coming back into the game now for Emmett Foster. And a timeout is called. With 16 and a half minutes left, score is 1-0 Lexington in the second half. Coming out of the timeout, Lexington controls the ball, but Clint Garahan, who's been having a terrific game, tackling all day long, steals that one, and is fouled by Lexington. Free kick will be taken by Miles Lehman. Ball comes in. And goes out of bounds. Will be a throw-in for Arlington. Adrian Black has the ball. Andreas Cuellar comes out. Mustafa Ayad's back in. Dylan Braveman here. Looks to get to the ball. As it gets later in the game here, might be time to see, which we haven't seen much of, the two strikers, Dylan Braveman and Francesco Valagus on the field. Lexington here looks to control. Lloyd Cleary saw that coming, anticipated, and got it out to Miles Lehman. Miles controls it, tries to turn the corner and get up to Dylan Braveman, but Lexington was ready. Lexington may now look to switch fields. Tommaso Valagusa intercepts, gets it over to Mustafa Ayad. Miles Lehman has the ball, looks to get it in, will look to get a cross off. He's knocked down. That foul will go against Miles Lehman. Both players had their hands up, and moments like that does not tend to go to the offensive player. That ball's in the box, and it looks like possibly we need to have a timeout called here as time is running and the Lexington player is lying down.
Get time called. Time.
Player has left the field. Time did run. Don't know if the ref will add some extra time on at the end for that. Adrian Black looks to contain. He was shoved in the back. No call made. And Arlington lucky there to get the ball out. Good job. Tommaso to Mustafa, Mustafa to Miles. Challenged there by Lexington, and they knocked the ball out of bounds. Well, the ball actually may have stayed in bounds. Hard to see over there in front of the bench. Adrian Black takes a step. Lexington will control it close to midfield. Look again for a seam to attack. Mustafa Ayad tackles there. Lloyd Cleary tries a tackle there, not able to get it on the captain. Lexington gets a halve there. Well played through ball. And that's a second goal for Lexington. Arlington now down 2-0. There's 11 and a half minutes left. This is a big uphill battle for Arlington at this point. They haven't shown that they have the offensive firepower today to even this game. Let's see if they can surprise us. Miles Lehman takes a shot. That may be, that'll be a goal kick. It's a corner kick.
Let's go, finish it on the corner.
This is yours, Max. Go get it.
You got it, Miles. You still got the corner.
Lexington's dropped 7 men in the box. Arlington has some people charging. Big ball. And bounced in front. Up in the air. Tommaso Valagusa tries to get on it. Max McCursey. Clint Garahan. Touches it up to Mustafa Ayad. Back to Clint Garahan. Unable to get a shot off. Over to Miles Lehman. He chips it over to Dylan Braveman. And the tall Lexington keeper able to get his hands on that one. Oh, Max McCursey, a swing and a miss. Lloyd Cleary touches it up to Tommaso Valagusa. Tommaso finds Miles Lehman. Looks for Max McCursey, gets it back to him. Max McCursey tries to touch it ahead to himself. There's a lot of hands there. And the call goes against Max McCursey as he tried to use his hands to get past the Lexington defender. Arlington has one man forward. It's going to be very tough for Arlington to be successful with only one man forward. Shot taken. Arlington is down 2-0 with 7.5, 8 minutes left. They get the ball here.
Let's get some numbers up. We can't win 2-on-6. You're gonna have a superstar here. Yes, yes.
Arlington gets a throw in.
Get ready, Miles.
Come on, get those hands up your hip.
And Francesco Valagusa comes back into the game for Dylan Braveman. This point in the game might be interesting for Arlington to try and use both strikers, maybe even drop a defender as they're down 2-0 late. Big throw in by Phineas. He's going to get the ball back here. He elects to chip it up and in. The keeper's right there. Adrian Black on the ball. Miles Lehman hustles back to get it. Tommaso Valagusa, Miles Lehman. Tommaso Valagusa there was looking for Phineas Santello. Phineas looks to hit it back to Max McCursey. Unsuccessful there. And it will be a throw-in. Oh, no, this will be a free kick for Lexington. Somewhere around 5 minutes left. Unsure what extra time will be awarded. Ben Moscow has it. He'll be looking for a big punt. And this will be a throw-in for Arlington. Phineas Santello has the ball. Looks for Francesco quickly. This will be another throw-in for Arlington. Phineas Santello looks for Lloyd Cleary. And then Mustafa Ayad. Arlington did not have a lot of height there. Tommaso Valagusa with a good shot. Who's going to follow that? Mustafa Ayad tried to. Not sure who this might be off of. Miles Lehman keeps it back in. Clint Garahan bounces around. Tommaso Valagusa takes a shot and drills it into the back of the net. Tommaso Valagusa definitely playing with some energy. Puts the ball in. And with a little bit over 3 minutes left, Arlington rushes the ball back to the center.
Follow your shot. Intensity, intensity. Keep it up, big team.
Andreas Cuellar comes back in the game for Mustafa Ayad. Looks like he may have been bumped. I'm sure he'll be okay and ready to go for the next game.
Let's go, Rob!
Arlington steps up.
There we go.
Tommaso Valagusa up to Max McCursey. Max McCursey to Andreas Cuellar. This ball chipped forward. Clint Garahan. Up to Valagusa. This ball could get through. It doesn't.
Talk.
But Francesco Valagusa tries to get it over to Phineas Santello. And that was a goal kick. That crossed the back line before Phineas Santello was able to get a foot on it.
Here we go, big team. Win the ball. 20.
Lexington keeper sends it out. Just about midfield. It's back in. Phineas Santello sends it into the middle of the field with a half bicycle. Arlington looks to settle it. Lexington has it.
Pressure. You got it.
Now, ball sneaks through here.
Cover the middle.
And Ben Wasco picks it up. It'll be a big punt here, hopefully.
Put it in the net, go!
It is a big punt by Ben Wasco. Tommaso Valagusa gets it up to Francesco Valagusa. Lexington looks to send it deep. Adrian Black looks to contain. With under 2 minutes left, Arlington needs to pick up the energy if they want a chance.
Same orange shoes.
Get the ball, let's get the ball!
Peter.
Peter Mitri went out of position there to get the ball. This one up to Ben Wasco, who again will give it as big a punt as he possibly can. He does. He's doing what he can to help the team. Lexington has it. It's bouncing in the air. Lloyd Cleary challenges. Again, chipped up. Adrian Black on the ball. Sends a long one. It's time for Arlington to get busy if they're going to be serious about winning this one. And an effort there. Francesco Valagusa saw a corner. Tried to put it in. Not much time left in this game. After this goal kick, this may be the final chance for Arlington to even up the score. Ball's bouncing around. Ref has yet to put the whistle in his mouth. Max McCursey keeps the ball in bounds. Under a minute left. Arlington looks to go the other way. Tommaso Valagusa gets it over to Peter Mitri. Peter Mitri to Francesco Valagusa. Francesco Valagusa up to Phineas Santello. Phineas Santello brings it in. And amazingly, Arlington ties the score with less than 2 minutes left. Very limited time left in the game. In fact, the ref may have just blown the whistle to end it. Arlington snatches a tie from the jaws of defeat. In moments like this, a tie always feels like a victory. I'm sure the Lexington players are devastated. The Arlington players could not look happier for getting a tie. Amazing job there. That ball was finished by Francesco Valagusa. Peter Mitri passed it up to Phineas Santello. He beat his man around the corner, crossed it in. Francesco got a shot off that was initially saved by the keeper. And then on the rebound, he was able to put it into the back of the net just before time expired. Final score here, 2-2. This has been ACMI Sports. I'm Mark Santello. Our camera person has been Ahmed Ayad. Thank you for tuning in.